Welcome back subscribers and hello YouTube viewers. On this occasion we're off to the Kororoit Creek Historical Fishing Village, and it's a mere 13.9 kilometres or 8.5 miles southwest of the state capital Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, in the suburb of Williamstown. The traditional custodians of the land surrounding the creek are the Wurundjeri people, who had hunted, fished mulloway and tiger sharks in rare occasions and camped along the creek for thousands of years. Aboriginal occupation is evident in the form of many scattered artefacts along the creek. Scar trees where canoes were carved from the bark of the red gums are dotted along the creek and embankment. Kororoit is an Aboriginal word of the Woiwurrung language, and I hope I pronounced that correctly, and if I haven't I do apologise, that has been used to describe the creek on the Western Plain, with an alternative theory that claims the word could also mean male kangaroo. The mouth of the Kororoit Creek is also part of a larger landscape of marshes, mudflats and swamps. Birdlife in particular is recognised both nationally and internationally, with pelicans, cormorants, ducks and swans common to the immediate area. It is suggested that European explorers James Fleming and Charles Grimes identified Kororoit Creek in 1803, along with the Maribyrnong River and the Yarra River. There are no real records that I could find that indicates when fishing actually first took place in this location by Europeans. However, traditional custodians had been fishing in the area for thousands of years, as I've already mentioned. Europeans have surveyed the area in pre-1880, with small allotments presented on maps that could suggest fishing huts were the reason to store boats. The Kororoit Creek Angling Club was established here with a slight name change that became the Kororoit Creek Boat and Angling Club Incorporated, and was first established in 1948. Also at this historical fishing village is the Brunswick City Anglers Club, and that was established in 1903. Without further ado, let's wander around this historic fishing village and let's see what we find. Now, just one thing that you straight away notice at all these buildings, there is electricity supply to them. That includes not just the clubhouses for the fishing clubs, but also all the individual sort of huts. And as you see on the other side, there are those old ramps where they used to drag up the fishing boats. Now, I was expecting a lot more bird life, but unfortunately because it had been raining, I think they've all gone to seek shelter elsewhere. Now, I noted this motorcycle frame and I thought this is pretty much out of place. Now, I don't know if it's from a Harley Davidson or something more exotic. I have no idea, but it was just interesting to see that motorcycle frame there. Now, as mentioned, there is power going to all these sheds. There's also some with solar panels, and I believe there's also fresh water. So if you need to fish at night and you own one of these sheds, it would be quite handy to be able to make a cup of tea and a coffee while we're out there fishing. When I did arrive to this location, there were a couple of fishermen out there. They did catch a fish, and I think one of them was actually sleeping, so he's obviously come there to get away from it all and have a bit of a nap. Also, just a quick note, the two fishing clubs that operate in this area, their buildings are actually quite large and could accommodate quite a lot of people. So I don't know if they rent it out or is it just for the club members, but it'd probably be an okay location for a birthday party or something, somewhere different. But that's something you'd have to check out yourself by ringing those numbers or looking up their details online somewhere. Now, also just worth noting, this is a very peaceful location. Even though you're very close to the city, it's a great place to come, and I can understand why that other chap fell asleep who was fishing. It just is a wonderful, quiet place. A little bit later, I don't think I actually captured, I think I already stopped filming, but then the birds came out, and the birds, you know, it was just terrific with them making whatever noises they make. Now, worth noting, there's also a bicycle and walking path that runs right next to these boat sheds, and there's also a large area where sport is being played. It's all soccer, from what I've seen, but also there's a restroom there, so if you need to use a bathroom, the facilities are all there. It's not that far to walk, but it's just interesting how many cyclists actually did go past while I was doing some filming. Also worth noting is that there are wheelie bins. So it looks like every hut or building has its own wheelie bin, so the local council does come and collect the rubbish that might be generated from these buildings.
And
So here we are nearing the end of this video or presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a great place to come out, not that far from Melbourne. It's easy. It's an easy commute to get to this location. I guess you can come out here by bus, but I think it's going to be a bit awkward to get out this way. There is a bike path. I think if you've got an electric bike or you're relatively fit, you can make your way here from the CBD. It's a bit of a trip, but not too bad. And if you did like the video, by all means, click on that like button or that thumbs up icon. Please subscribe. It doesn't cost you 1 cent to. And most importantly, stay safe, commute safe, and have a great day.